There is a whole world of cinema waiting to be discovered. You just have to overcome that 1-inch barrier known as subtitles. This is That 1-Inch Barrier, a podcast dedicated to foreign language films from all around the world. My name is Kieran Griffiths, and I'm joined as always by my two lovely co-hosts and two men who put in best on-ground performances at my recent wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Barry and Nick Barry. Gentlemen.
Hey, what I remember of it, it was a great wedding.
It was a great wedding.
No, the wedding was lovely. The reception, I don't remember.
That's true.
I remember getting picked up by an Uber at Albion Macca's.
As all great nights end.
Yeah. As all great nights end. But no, he is now officially Mr. Griffiths. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
Changing your name.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
that's it.
Gents, it's been a while since we've done one of these.
It has. It's been a little while. Yeah, you got married in that time.
I did.
The Oscars have happened since then.
The Oscars have happened, which brings us to this month's episode.
I mean, we're already the second part of 2026.
Yeah, and we've been very sporadic. It's probably the nice way of putting it with our episodes this year. But we have had a lot on. Nick, what's been happening with you in the last 6 months?
Man, Broncos been playing terrible. Golf games terrible. No, I think it's just been a busy year. I feel like we're doing so much stuff, which is always fun. But
you've been doing some big interviews.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool this year. Don't ask me who I interviewed. I can't remember because it's just go. I think we're just watching lots of movies. I'm reading now. I know we spoke about it in the Q&A
I didn't
episode.
know you could read, actually.
Yeah. I was shocked. When I did open The Very Hungry Caterpillar, I was astounded. I was like, wow, I can read the words. Which is also, if I couldn't read, would have made the last 52 episodes of this podcast weirdly fucking difficult. I'm just vibing on you guys. Yeah, that's totally what I thought happened as well. Lots of movies, lots of golf, lots of reading, but yeah, excited to be back. Finally excited to another episode.
Yeah, Josh, anything been happening with you this year?
No.
It's
been a bit of a
great chat, boys. And that's been That 1-Inch Barrier. Thank you so much for watching.
I've not been watching. This year for me for movies, I've not.
You're a TV boy this year.
Smashing TV.
I think we've watched a similar number of films, which is probably a good indication that I've watched more than normal.
Yeah,
You've watched a lot
I think
less.
in the first few months we met up and you were like, I've watched more movies than you. It's like,
it's unheard of.
Yeah.
We're not catching Nick, but I mean, who is?
The first part of the year I did not feel, I was just not in the mood.
Yeah.
Controversial. Well, I don't even think it's controversial. It's just my hot take. I think this year has been good.
Yeah,
at the movies.
There's been some.
I've given one, and I'm very liberal with my 5 stars. We know that. I've given one movie 5 stars this year, and I haven't rewatched it, so I don't know. But everything's been, compared to last year, everything's been good.
Yeah, there's been a lot of 3.5 stars.
I've given a lot of 3.5, a lot of 7s out.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you what the best film from Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary is probably
the
up
best
there.
film.
Obsession's definitely up there.
Obsession's up there for sure.
My favorite so far has been Nirvana, the band, the show.
Which I still need to see.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Yeah,
it's just
good.
You would appreciate it as well from a filmmaking perspective, being like, how did they actually pull a lot of this off?
Right.
Like, it's very well done. So
a lot of good films, not a lot of great films.
I agree.
Yeah. But we're talking about a great film. Spoiler alert! I think we're all going to like talking about this.
It won an Oscar, damn it!
It
won multiple Oscars. Yeah.
As Nick alluded to, this is being recorded after the most recent Academy Awards, so we're doing our next Oscars winner for Best International Feature Film, and we're talking about the 2025 film Sentimental Value from a good friend of the show, Joachim Trier.
First episode.
Yeah,
Reprise.
Getting back to our roots.
There we go.
So this was his
Definitely
latest
one
film.
of the patron saints of the podcast, surely, because we got Bong Joon-ho, we got Mads. I'm sure.
I think Joachim is kind of our third. You know, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
We haven't done Worst Person, but we speak about it a lot.
We speak about it a lot.
Yeah. I think it won't make for a particularly interesting episode because it will just be us gushing for an hour.
Oh, literally.
How much we love the film.
If you want to see that, if you want to see 3 boys gushing, comment below. But like,
head to our OnlyFans link in bio.
Oh my god!
5 minutes in, already made that joke.
Great, so good.
We're so back, baby. So this came out in 2025. I can't remember where and when. I definitely saw it at the cinema.
Did you both see it at the Norwegian Film Festival?
I did.
Did you see it there?
No, I think I missed. Was it?
I missed that screen. No, it wasn't. We won't talk about Biff.
God damn it.
No, because I remember we were trying to tee up to, and I couldn't go that night. So that's the screening.
And then I think I was like, I'm going.
No, fair.
I did see it at the cinema. I just can't remember
when it was like a film festival or
because
it didn't get released till 2026. It was earlier this year in Australia.
Yes.
We get
yeah.
shafted for those watching who are not living in Australia. We get often shafted with release dates for awards contender films because they wait for the nominations to come out, and then all the marketing in Australia is like this will be like nominated for 9 Oscars.
Yeah.
So then people go, oh wow, that looks incredible.
Yeah.
But
December 13th. I logged
oh,
into that.
okay, there we go. So like end of the year, right?
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, it was Boxing Day. It was a Boxing Day technical. Like I remember that's when they did the wide release. But even still, I saw it. Yeah, it probably was December then because I haven't seen it in the cinemas. I got a screener link for it, so I only saw it at home.
As much as we're all advocates for going to the cinema whenever possible, there are definitely some films that you need to see at the cinema and some that you really don't.
Yes,
I'm going to say Sentimental Value, not an essential cinema viewing experience.
No, in fact, there's almost an argument that can be made. Whereas, like, if you are sitting alone with this movie, there is something a little bit more powerful about it. Most you can sit in your feelings a little bit, unless you like being in your feelings in a room full of other people. Me, not so much. So,
Yeah. I mean, I will say, I saw it in August at the film festival, and it did have one of the biggest laughs I heard in the cinema that year.
Was that the giving the gift of the DVDs?
Yeah. Despite it very much not being a comedy, that is possibly the funniest scene in a film.
Sure.
From 2025.
No, I agree.
Which, for those who haven't seen the film, there is a scene in which an older filmmaker character played by Stellan Skarsgård gives his, sort of 10-year-old grandson a present. It's the two films, The Piano Teacher and Irreversible. Which, I mean, essential view. And I think he says this will teach you about...
it will teach you about women and marital problems or something like that. Yeah. So funny. And just because the kid's just looking at them and he doesn't know what he's looking at. Right. And then it's Renata Rensva's reaction to it. And then the mum says, we don't even have a DVD player, which is actually the knife in the heart of that scene.
Yeah,
right? It's like,
true.
What do you mean you don't have a DVD player? It's because she meant she had a 4K Blu-ray player.
Obviously,
that's exactly what she meant.
That's right.
The synopsis of the film... quite wordy, but sisters Nora and Agnes reunite with their estranged father, the charismatic Gustav, a once-renowned director who offers stage actress Nora a role in what he hopes will be his comeback film. When Nora turns it down, she soon discovers he has given her part to an eager young Hollywood star. So, very much a family drama.
Yes.
Very much a movie about movies. Not so much in the same way as something like a Babylon.
No,
it's more about like where the stories come from.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the big thing is like what stories are held within the page, what stories are held within people's hearts. There's a quite like on the nose allegory about like the stories that hide within the walls of houses and stuff, and sort of how home can play into those things as well. So it's more about storytelling, I guess. Than
that's it. And that big Stellan Skarsgård's character being a director, his daughter played by Renata Rensva being a stage actress, a theatre actress. It is very much about that storytelling, as you said, and where those stories come from.
And then the other daughter, what's her name? Sorry,
Agnes, played by Inga Ibsdotter Lilias.
Breakout performance, right? Like, of course, but she had starred in one of Gustav's movies as a child as well, and kind of then didn't pursue.
Yes, and she kind of has her own arc going through some of that family history stuff, and it sort of talks about family trauma and generational trauma and things like that as well. It is quite amazing, actually, and we'll talk more about the performances later. But in a film with Renata Rensva, Stellan Skarsgård, and Elle Fanning. Inga Ibsdotter Lilias might be the best performance of the lot.
Also, our boy Anders Danielsen Lee
makes a small appearance.
Love that guy.
Can't keep him out of a Trier film.
Took him off the front lines of like the hospitals again to be like, can you do this really great bit part in my movie? And he's like, yeah, dude, of course I can.
I just imagine mid surgery, his phone's ringing, and they're like, Anders, your phone's ringing. He's like, I'm in the middle of surgery. Like, it's Joachim Trier, and he's like, fuck that. Drops the scalpel.
Sew them up. See you later. But you're right. Inga she's incredible in this film. Like, she is for me the standout. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later, but she's the standout for sure.
So, I mean, going into it, pretty high expectations.
Of course.
Watched a few of Joachim Trier's films now. Worst Person in the World, I think we'd all have it as one of our kind of favourite, probably films of the last 5 years, let alone foreign films.
Easily the favourite film of his. Like, that's for me,
what were your sort of expectations going in, Nick?
It was pretty high. Like, especially because teaming up again with Renata, a movie that was about movies as well, like we spoke about, I think is always something that's very of interest to me as well. And then it premiered, I believe it premiered at Cannes,
I think you're right.
It did. And it was competing for the Palme d'Or, right? So when you're kind of going into that race and the esteem that comes from there, like the expectations were high. And it's not that I don't think the movie met the expectations, but for me, as much as I think this is a great film, I think there is something inherently missing from what I've seen in other Joachim Trier films. But in saying that, I was excited to see it. And I think because not being able to see it in August and then having to wait to December, there was like a little bit of hype that died down for me as well, because there's just so much other shit that comes out between there and then. So, but the day I actually watched it and I sat down, it was just me at home, and I was like, okay, no, I was in the mood, I was in the headspace for it. Yeah.
What about you, Josh? Because I mean, you've been on the Trier sort of bandwagon probably since the beginning, right?
Well, I have. I mean, I think I'm pretty sure I have seen every one of his films. But Worst Person definitely being my favorite. And so my expectations for this were really high. Probably too high. I think for me, like a lot of what you said's right, but I just, with Worst Person, I could really like associate with it. Like really.
Well, you've always said as well, like it's one of those movies you can watch at 25.
Yeah.
It'll be different when you watch it at 35. Different when you watch it at 45.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas like Sentimental Value is quite. It is. It just kind of is there.
I think there was like a little bit of it that I couldn't fully
relate to
until we become estranged filmmaking fathers, of course. Of course.
Well, I was going to say, I mean,
I saw my dad last week. I can't relate to this.
Without kids, and that sort of stuff, that was hard for me to relate to.
Sure.
At the same time, you can see what an amazing effort in filmmaking it is.
Totally, and just the dialogue is still fantastic. The conversations are so sincere.
It feels so human. The way he writes dialogue is so naturalistic. And we've said that about
so
Scandinavian films a lot, and European films, I think. They do naturalistic dialogue really well. And I think Trier does that better than most.
I just looked up as well. He's married with 2 daughters.
So
there we go. You kind of sit there and go, it's a very personal, very...
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, every director, not every director, but I feel like a lot of those more auteur directors, they always have that kind of one really personal film.
And
it's usually when they're about like 5 films in and about 40, they go, they're reflecting on their own
Spielberg's just doing it now at 80, right? Like he's just between Fabelmans and Disclosure Day. Like that's a man who feels like, I have something to say now.
Yeah, based on Fabelmans, I hope he does more of them. Based on Disclosure Day, I hope he stops
making score this morning.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen it. What did you give Disclosure Day?
2.5.
I mean, I get it.
Didn't like it. Boring.
Not even when we won't spoil it. No spoilers for Disclosure Day.
No, wasn't a fan. Totally get what you're saying though about the relatability of it though, because Worst Person, I know like obviously, bit of an age difference between us, but I feel like I can relate to Renata Reinsberg's character in that so much, and it felt really, really intimate and really personal. Whereas this, obviously, it's a bit more specific, as Nick alluded to, and it's harder to relate to that.
Have you watched that again?
Worst Person?
Yeah.
No.
Have you?
I've
seen it 3 times.
Have you?
Emotionally.
I saw it twice at the cinema. I've seen it once at home.
Wow.
I love it.
What year was that?
22, I think.
22.
We saw it in cinemas. Yeah, I think so.
I'd be so.
We saw it 2021, and then it was released here in 2022. So I saw it twice in the cinemas. That was my birthday movie that year. And I was like, hey, Ray, guess what we're going to go see? Worst Person in the World. She's like, is it your biography? I was like, sure, come on. And then she's like, no, it isn't.
I really want to rewatch it. It's just genuinely a case of like, I was an emotional wreck for a few days.
Totally. You've got to be in a headspace to do it.
I think that will be, once we do get around to that, it'll be an interesting episode, even being 4 to 5 years on.
For sure.
Even for me as well to watch it 4 to 5
I even think about it in the sense, I'm very involved in my niece's and nephew's life. But they weren't even born when I first saw that movie. So even just seeing how she reacts to the kids in the film, just bringing new things to it.
That's one thing I could see watching that.
Yeah.
And when we finished, I'm like, that's just going to feel so different.
Whereas Sentimental Value, I think, unless there's like estrangement reunions or you don't have a good relationship with your kids or things like that. Even Renata and Inga in the film as siblings, have such a love and a care for each
Yeah.
other that it's like, well, yeah, unless you have a really fucked up relationship with your siblings, like it's kind of like it's not that it's tough. It is very emotionally resonant, but it's not one that I feel like I can personally connect to as much as Our Worst Person, which doesn't make the movie bad at all. It just means that something tapped in, Worst Person tapped into something quite visceral compared to.
Yeah, I think
this feels like a movie more.
I completely agree. Yeah.
We talked about that with How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies.
Yes,
as well.
That's right.
Because I related to that,
fucking
on a personal level, quite closely.
Yes, of
so I
course.
think that's why it had a pretty profound emotional impact on me.
Yeah.
But I can understand if you've not sort of had that relationship with like an older relative, like it maybe won't hit the same.
And I don't know if people talk about it enough. It's like movies are always there. The movies don't change, but like what we bring to them changes. We change over time. And I think that's always an interest. And that's why I think these sorts of things are like a fun time capsule of that.
Yeah.
If we say we do 100 episodes of this show and then we go, let's go back to the start in like 5 years from now and watch the movies again and see how we've changed. It would be very interesting to sort of like,
Mandibles might be Josh's favorite film.
hey, you know what? You might get a sense of humor, Josh, and you might fucking love Mandibles. Quentin's got another film coming out. I think he's already had one. He makes like 6 movies a year, dude. I know how he does
he
it.
has got another one out.
You can't fault his work.
With Woody Harrelson. That's who. It's Woody Harrelson and Kristen Stewart.
I could get behind that, actually.
Gonna be
so good.
Anyway,
so good. And just lastly on The Worst Person, my now wife hasn't seen it. She didn't watch it when it.
Oh wow!
When I first went and saw it, so I would be really interested to watch it with her because I mean she's a woman who's now 29, approaching 30. Like it's so she's in that spot where I guess Renata's character is, where she kind of goes through a lot of that early midlife crisis sort of thing, quarter life crisis kind of thing. So I'd be interested to get her perspective on it as well.
For sure.
We talked about Cannes.
Yes,
this one the Grand Prix at Cannes.
Yes,
which I think is basically runner up at Cannes. Right?
I think so. It's like the second highest.
The Palme d'Or went to Jafar Panahi's It Was Just an Accident. Have you seen that?
I have.
You've seen that?
Yeah, I would agree. You
would take that over?
It Was Just an Accident was my highest rated international film last year. I fucking love it.
I agree with that.
Have you seen it?
I have. Didn't love it as much as everyone else.
Okay. I thought it was fantastic.
I think
and then that last 15 minutes is just so fun.
I think the story behind how it was made is more interesting than the film itself.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Yeah.
True. I mean, it was a good year for foreign films, though.
It was also great last year.
Secret Agent came out.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that. I ended up buying it on Blu-ray.
That won Best Director and Best Actor at Cannes.
That's right.
And then I haven't seen it, but I know Josh loved it. Surratt won the jury prize.
I love that movie.
I need to rewatch it. Yeah. During that JB Hi-Fi buy one get one free, I did pick up.
Did
4K,
you?
So, yeah.
Okay. Because I was thinking, that would be awesome. I'd love to watch that because of the sound.
I have to admit, everything aesthetically and technically with that movie I loved, and then something happens like 40 minutes into the film and I went, fuck you, and then I had to sit with the movie for like another hour after that.
So Surratt group watch then? Or
I think so. I think that'd be fun. I'd be down for that. That would make a great episode actually to talk about, because I would love to be in the room.
That would be good.
Both of us. I'd love to be in the room with Tommy Wiseau. No, but like Josh in one ear, I'm in the other ear, and he just like, you love it. I was like, you hate it. You love it. You hate it.
You really are beautifully positioned for that. True. Interesting.
Great year. International film.
Yeah, so I mean, this was up for some pretty stiff competition in
totally
Best International Feature.
Yeah,
it was kind of, by the sort of leading into the Oscars, it was very much a 2-horse race. I think between this and The Secret Agent.
True.
Because I feel like there wasn't as much hype for It Was Just an Accident within the Oscar sphere.
Yeah.
And I feel like Surratt was a bit too polarizing. And I genuinely think, had I'm Still Here not won the previous year, I think maybe they would have gone Secret Agent.
Yep.
I don't know if they wanted to
We've
double up on
learned
Brazil.
how incredible the Brazilian contingent are when it comes to backing their films.
Yeah, it would have been pretty crazy twice in a row.
Yeah. But I do also think if they'd given Trier his flowers for worst person, which he deserved,
Also agree.
I don't know if he would have won Sentimental Value. But this felt like a makeup award.
Well, and it was the first time a Norwegian film's won Best International Feature.
Oh, I didn't know.
Academy Awards.
Huh,
That's amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's you got to. I don't want to put my tinfoil hat on. Like, you got to think as well, like, maybe that's a big part of it as well when they go, oh, okay, well, now we branched out the Academy and someone whispers to a voter, like, oh, you know, if this could be the first Norwegian film to win, I'd be a part of history. I can be, I don't know if that's true, but
credit to the film as well. It was also nominated for Best Picture.
Yes.
Yeah. Which, I mean, Secret Agent was also nominated for Best Picture, which is great. It was nominated for Best Director. And then it was nominated for Best Actress for Renate Reinsve, Best Supporting Actor for Stellan Skarsgård, and 2 Best Supporting Actress nominations for Elle Fanning and Igne Ipsotsa-Liljas, but wasn't nominated for Best Casting.
Yeah, crazy. That's right, because we had the casting Oscar now. That's right.
Your 4 main performances are all nominated for Oscars, but you're not getting a casting nomination.
What won that? Sinners?
Sinners.
Yeah. Hard to fight the win. Weird that it wasn't nominated.
Yeah.
Very odd that it wasn't nominated.
Yeah. I don't know how you can reconcile those two things. But I mean, I love that they were all nominated because I thought every performance in this
truly
was exceptional. When Elle Fanning is probably the weakest performance in the film.
It's saying something, right?
And she's an amazing actress and she's amazing in this film.
The funny part is, like, weakest, but there's also, like, the way she plays an actress who is so uncertain of herself.
Yeah, that's right.
Is like, there's so much vulnerability there as well that it's like, I felt bad for her. Like, I almost felt like sometimes the bad acting was put on to be like, oh, this, not that Rachel Kemp is a bad actress, but she's just not the right actress for this.
Yeah.
And she's dealing with that. I thought it was a phenomenal performance, but then you are going up against heavyweights.
Yeah, But I mean, also you're dealing with a different language as well. Like, she's obviously
they worked that into the film
well.
They do. So very. That scene is hard to watch when she's got the translator there and she's trying to. That was really.
I think that's probably. I mean, I'm not an actor. I don't know many actors, but I think trying to act as an actor must be one of the hardest things.
Yes.
When you're a good actor and you have to act
for sure.
But not too well.
You
have to feel like an actor playing it.
It's almost like Skarsgård had it easy playing like the damaged director, right? You know what I mean? He's like, oh, I'm a filmmaker full of ooh, you know what I mean? Like, it's
the indescribable quality.
Yeah. You know, but we all know what ooh is.
Scandinavian feeling. That's a film on SBS, I'm sure.
Have you seen the SNL skits where they're filming a Scandinavian film? They actually got Alexander Skarsgård to it when he hosted.
Okay.
And they're on set and it's like, I can't believe my brother was killed. And they do this whole like really dark premises, and then they go cut, and then they're like, "Oh, that was so great! You are amazing!" Like this, it's so, and that's exactly how I imagine making a movie like this would be. This like intense scene, the scene where, mild spoilers, you find out a character tried to commit suicide at one point, and it's just this beautiful dialogue, really heartbreaking scene, and then when they go cut, they're like, "You're incredible! You're amazing! You're the best!" Like, I just feel like that's exactly the energy that I'm getting from a Joachim Trier.
I mean, Stellan is a genuinely funny guy.
So funny.
You watch the interviews with him and Alexander.
That's a great,
that came out sort of in the lead up to the Oscars. It was
he does it without saying much, and he has a look. It's almost like Jim to the camera in The Office. Like, there is an aspect of Skarsgård where he can just like pull a face, and then you're like, that is the funniest, like, and the obvious superiority complex of Gustav himself walks around. Like, there's almost an arc within the film because he's at a film festival early on, and you find out he hasn't made a movie for like 15 years or something, right? And he obviously has this insecurity and this doubt about it. And then as soon as he meets Rachel, and as soon as he's like, I can get this movie off the ground, he like shifts completely, and he's like walking into like his old house with swagger and being like, he's trying to connect with his daughters and stuff, but he's like, there's issues that he hasn't resolved, but as soon as he got like a little bit of like, gusto back about it.
Yeah, I feel like it's real like superior work brain kind of.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. Like, work brain and life
director.
That's very true.
Like if you look at it, a director is basically in charge of
everything. But he
try and do that with your family.
A family's been through a lot, right?
Because it comes back to that sort of familial and generational trauma that we're talking about. We find out that Stellan's grandmother,
survived the.
Was it his grandmother? Or
his
mother?
His mother.
Sorry,
their grandmother.
So his mother survived the concentration camps, and then committed suicide in the family home.
And he'd already made a movie about her
Yeah.
escaping the camps as a child. Yeah.
But this was sort of his next film that was so they wanted to film it in the family home,
yeah.
which I said this in my review at the time, like it is one of the, and it's such a cliche, but the house feels like such a living, breathing character.
It's set up immediately, like the opening montage of the house and the narrator, which again, another Joachim Trier staple, like having someone narrate the film. Literally is telling you about how there is so much history within the walls, and even though through time and the house changes, like there are these like almost ghosts that live within the house, that these spirits that don't go away because it's memory, because it's feeling and things like that. And so it's very much like it has to be acknowledged as a character.
Well, and Renata,
best cast
character's story as a kid, was from the house's perspective.
Yes, the way she would hear her parents arguing through the vents and things like that. And so,
Yeah, it's a really interesting take on it, and I think it does. I love that kind of central element that, you know, it's not all set within the house, but the house plays such an integral role.
Yes, totally.
To the film. Like I'd almost compare it to Parasite.
Yes,
in the way that the house becomes such an important object. That it sort of elevates itself to a character almost.
100%. Yeah, totally.
And I do love the little arcs that they each have. Like Renata's character. Like I said, she's an actress, but she's got stage fright, so she's really good, but she can't get up and perform.
Severe stage
She's
fright
having an affair with her married colleague.
Shout out Anders.
That's it. He gets the call. He goes, "I need you in my film, and you're going to have to."
You got to have sex with Renata Reinsberg again.
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
He's like, fine,
if Anders is busy, I will take one. I mean, you'd have to pay me a lot, but I'll take one for the sake. But she's going through all of that and like processing the grief of like the abandonment of her father, and then her sister's kind of going on that journey of discovery with her grandmother and what happened to her because she didn't talk about it.
Also, a mother, like the sister is a mother, so you know,
and their actual mother has just passed as well. So Stellan's ex-wife.
Well, that's where they all reunite, right? Is that the way, right?
And then you've got this actress who played by Elle Fanning, who she sort of wants to take this role to be seen, be taken more seriously. You know, she's a very popular actress, but maybe not a sort of a serious actress.
Yes.
So she goes the opportunity to collaborate with an older, renowned director. This is my
she's kind of pushed for her. She's pushed by other people for it as well. Her agent wants her to do it. Her boyfriend wants her to do it.
It's like, you know, and I think. And I doubt this was in Trier's mind when he was creating it, but I think there's a parallel there with Elle Fanning's career.
Yes, totally.
Because I feel like she's kind of shot up in the last maybe 5 years.
She's done. I haven't watched it yet, but apparently that Margot's Got Money Troubles is apparently fantastic. She had the
So
great. What else? What was the other one she did? Where she was. Well, I liked her in Predator Badlands.
Yeah, me too.
But she's doing
really
that mix now, right? She's doing a franchise film, and she's doing. What was the one where she was so? This is called live podcasting, boys.
She was in the Neon Demon, but that's going a while back.
Neon Demon is going a while back.
Yeah.
Complete Unknown. She had
Complete Unknown. I thought she was great in. Yep. There was one other thing, and maybe that was it actually.
Yeah, Complete Unknown.
Maybe Complete Unknown was it actually. Yeah.
But she's done quite a bit, but I feel like she's really sort of ramped up in the last few years. I mean, she was a child actress, so she's always had that kind of lingering over her.
Her sister was first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember.
But what's Dakota done in the last ever?
Yeah.
But I feel like, Elle's
she's
kind of
come back. She just did some Netflix show, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that Margot's Got Money probably. I think Elle might have even got the rights to that and stuff, and she was
true. Like she kind of ran with it, like her own show.
Yeah, because it's adapted from a book.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I feel like, she's kind of maybe not had the not serious actress thing lingering over, but maybe the child actress thing lingering over her. So it's like,
she's going through that transition phase.
It
doesn't feel like
as well.
That's right. It doesn't feel like stunt casting though. So when I think about something like The Substance, like Demi Moore, she is fantastic, but that is stunt casting. You are cast because of your look and your reputation and how that's going to fit into the story. And then she just turned out to be fucking incredible in that film.
Yeah.
Elle Fanning didn't feel like stunt casting as much as the parallels are there.
Potentially.
Stellan could be a stunt caster, for sure.
I mean, he's great, and he's, he's
but his demeanor,
the best actor of that region, of that generation. Like
totally,
a superstar.
Totally.
But you can see the elements of Stellan within Gustav's
character. Do you know where it does feel the most like stunt casting? He has a conversation with his old producer, and they're talking about just getting old, and just how like this could be the last movie we make together. And I often wonder how many actors who are maybe say 70 and above kind of go like, could this be the last movie I'm ever going to make? And not necessarily because they might pass, but like, you know, they can get sick, they might get frail, they might, Stellan Skarsgård spoke about how he had a stroke.
Yeah.
And he struggles to remember lines
right.
now.
Well, he's 75 now.
Right. So, and you kind of
You rarely see actors retire, I feel.
That's so true. That's they kind of work till
the
the
two
day
off
they
the
die,
top of my
right?
head are Daniel Day-Lewis, who retires and then gets dragged back into something. Like every time I think I'm out, they drag me back in.
Yeah. For an enemy of all things.
Because my son's directing it. And Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, Gene Hackman did.
Oh, that's right.
Gene
Yeah,
Hackman
Gene did
did.
as well. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, Jack Nicholson's still alive.
Yeah.
Hasn't acted since
Yeah.
2010.
But it's
Definitely
very
some
rare.
of those where it's like, yeah, it is rare for sure. but
Xavier
there's-
Dolan.
He'll come back.
Please come back. Please make something.
Yeah, but it is rare.
It is rare,
Sure,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then on the other end of the scale, you see actors like Bill Nye, not the science guy, but Bill Nye is still going, and he must be 80.
He be, yeah.
Now.
And Hugh Jackman said he's going to play Wolverine till he's 90.
There we go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Only if it's with Deadpool, apparently, as well. So.
Oh, really?
Nah, no.
it
Please
has
don't.
to be an addiction, right?
It has to be.
Oh, without. I
like,
mean,
here's something. Yeah.
I mean, you could surely correlate it to sports,
yes.
but
Totally.
but at least they can keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when sports guys like
There's
watching
an
a bit of
addiction
tennis
to
at the
the-
moment
yeah.
with like Stan Wawrinka, Djokovic, like these old guys who are about
I mean,
to
the World
retire.
Cup on as well. You got Messi who's 40,
Yeah,
Ronaldo
exactly.
who's approaching.
Harry
Like,
Kane's in his late 30s.
It
yeah.
must be such a shift in your life to
So-
have to quit at 40.
Yeah.
It's because probably we haven't experienced something like this, but I do think about the psychology and the emotional side of, imagine being in a profession where you are under a spotlight and constantly being told you are the best at what you do and you are so fucking good, and then get paid millions of dollars to do it.
Yeah.
If that's not addictive, then like, I don't know what. So then you kind of go like, I'm not. I think about sometimes reviews and the podcast the same way. Like if I stop now, will I not get an opportunity that's cool again? And that's
Yeah.
kind of the economy, the creator economy. That's
Yeah,
been,
it is. It is.
That's come through in the last
Yeah.
few years. Like if you stop, you die.
yeah.
So it's kind of like,
yeah.
I can imagine like maybe these guys think about it on that far more, you know, intense level of like, you know,
That
if I don't,
sentimental level.
there's value in that. In the sense of like, you know, maybe someone like Stellan goes, I've had this stroke, you know, maybe I'm not as, you know, sprightly as I once was. I'm 75. But if I stop acting and if I stop doing the thing I love, that's the end. That's done.
What am I going to do with myself?
Do you live for another 10 years and just be like, you know, and obviously it's working for like Jack Nicholson. He's fucking old as hell and he's at courtside at NBA games just living his best life, right? So good for some, but I would imagine for most people it'd be pretty tough. So, and that like, bringing back to the film, that bleeds very heavily into Gustav's character.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did,
He needs to make this movie.
I might be making this up. Did Joachim have a health issue before this movie?
Well, I don't know.
I feel like something happened where he almost died.
Oh, really? Gee.
But maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Don't know. I know when you said that, the first thing that popped to my head was Thomas Vinterberg,
Whose
whose
daughter
daughter passed away
Okay.
Yeah, his daughter died in
in a car accident just before he made
another round.
another round. Yeah,
Because he was going to cast his daughter in the film as
That's
one of
right.
Mads's
Daughters,
kids.
yeah.
That could be what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Which was, I don't know how you sort of get back.
come back from that.
and-
No, yeah, it's, you know, do you like Gustav? Do you bleed it into your work? And like that's a big thing of like we were talking about the film. It's about what, you know, where do stories come from?
Yeah, because that's the central conflict of the film is that Gustav wants Nora to be the lead actress in this film.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to because she's angry at him for, you know, abandoning them. And at the start, we view it very much as like a vanity project,
Yes,
right? We're like, oh, this is just Gustav wanting, you know, his last kind of big break.
And he also has this obsession. This is something that really stuck out to me about that. He has this obsession with wanting to film the suicide, to film his mother. He has this real sort of like, he shows Rachel, albeit that scene has like a pretty good punchline at the end where he says like, oh, this is the room my mother killed herself
this
in.
is-
And
this
this
is
is
the
the
chair
stair
she
she stood on. And then Rachel's like in the room, like taking it all in. Renata's like, you mean that stool from like IKEA? And he just giggles, right? Like, so you know that he's like, but he has this like obsession with wanting to film that as the ending, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite an interesting.
But as the film
vanity
goes on,
project
we kind of learn more that it's less of that vanity project and less of that comeback, and it's even less of him trying to excise his personal demons, and it's more of an apology to his daughters.
Yes.
And that's where the ending really comes in. And
Yes.
I think the ending is absolutely beautiful.
Yes. Maybe I'm cold-hearted. I don't know if it's fully earned. I think there's and this is where I think there's something missing in the film. There's something between the last 15 minutes and that middle portion where we start going on that character journey to where he's talking about it being the script being an apology to his daughters. I just feel like there's something missing in there that I feel like everyone gets it a little too easy in this movie. There's a bit the reconciliation is just a little too easy. And I kind of, the first time I really felt it, and that's kind of why I was a bit okay.
Yeah.
I liked the movie a lot more the second time. But I was thinking maybe I was
knowing what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And like,
and I'm like, is the justification of that being like, as crazy as it sounds, like Renata's character is also just as fucked up, and maybe just like when people are going through those moments in their life, maybe it's just easier to be like, bygones be bygones. You know, and maybe we've watched too many movies where like the reconciliation moment needs to be this grand gesture. I mean, fuck, you wrote a fucking movie for her, so like that's that's a grand gesture, right? Yeah. But like, no, I just think that was there's something for me just missing in that little for the reconciliation.
Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think so. Like Nick said, the second time, I think knowing what you're gonna get, you can sort of reflect on it a bit better.
Yeah,
I definitely remember the first time when it ended in the cinema going,
yes,
okay,
yeah.
I think there is beauty in it. I think that's a complete valid point, but it's
I mean, I loved it for the simplicity of it. I think.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think. Maybe you didn't earn it quite enough emotionally, but I think, as you said, there wasn't like this sort of grand finale almost. And I think we tend to be, as people, we tend to be harsher on our family, but we also tend to be more forgiving.
That's true. That's a very good point.
Because we hold families to a very high standard. So I think, Nora was obviously very critical of him, and justifiably so.
Totally.
But I think it was also perhaps easier to forgive him
his transgressions. There's probably a part of her that was longing for that connection, that reconnection. So maybe even just a line of dialogue about that. Because I feel like I was far more emotionally moved by the sisters' relationship more than the father and daughter relationship.
Yes.
And there's not that much conflict in the sisters. Like, there's a revelation, and there's things, and there's the most beautiful scene, which I think ended up being one of the posters in the film, where they're hugging. And the conversation that happens before that is like, if you don't get like a single tear, like you have nothing inside. Like there is some real like moving stuff happening in that moment. So I found I was far more connected to that than I was with the
and it is a bit of a complex relationship. They are very supportive and loving of one another, but I think there's also maybe an element of not quite understanding one another.
Totally,
because just bringing on the character name.
I keep calling him by that.
Agnes, who's played by Inga.
Yes.
Is sort of a little bit more put together, you'd say, like has the career and has the family and the husband and the kid.
Totally.
And it has probably a better relationship with Gustav. Like she's much more accommodating and much more open to forgiving him straight off the bat. Whereas Nora is the actress, she's having an affair with a married man, like she's got, these stage fright problems. She's a little bit more, much like her character in Worst Person in the World, she's a little bit more all over the place. So do
you feel like there's a little bit of jealousy that comes through Nora's character for wanting Agnes's life to an extent?
Yeah, and maybe because she was obviously like Agnes was in Gustav's film as a child, so maybe there's an element of that, like sort of you were the favorite sort of thing. So I think it's a strained, it's a very loving relationship, but it's a little bit strained. And I think if you can't maybe relate to the sort of parent-child dynamic. I think the sibling dynamic is another sort of element that you can connect with.
I that's probably more what I connected with. I think.
Yeah. Jealous of your siblings, or are they jealous of you?
No, but just that whole emotional connection as well.
Totally, and how that kind of find it over time.
I don't know why.
I'm a big on brothers, and I have a younger brother and a younger sister. But brother, that's why Warrior is one of my favorite movies of all time. I know it's not the best movie ever made, but that final 20 minutes when they are fighting each other in the cage, and Nick Nolte's like watching on it. It's like to me, it's just so moving. And then spoilers for Warrior, like breaks his arm. They walk out of the cage together. It's like, fuck, man. Like the tears just, I'm going to watch that tonight. That'd be fucking brilliant.
But there are those films, right? There are those films that you know aren't necessarily the best film ever, but they, like Lady Bird. You know, I really connected with that on an emotional level, especially when it
Timothy
came out.
Chalamet's character?
Yeah. Just
He's been smoking since 14 to look cool.
I'm in a band, but I don't know how to play anything. But like that came out in 2017. So I was 20. So like that,
so that's hit you at the exact right time. I feel the same way about Jackass. I watched that at just the perfect time, and that's why I was in tears in the new one.
But I think there are those films, like and not a proper film, but Bo Burnham's Inside.
That was such a time capsule.
Like the stuff about sort of like turning 30, and it's like, fuck, I'm now like nearly 30, and you know, all my stupid friends are having stupid children, and
30 is knocking on death's door, man. We're almost there.
Josh is basically in the ground, right?
That was amazing for me watching that as well. Like just reflecting on that.
I haven't watched it since.
No, I haven't either.
I would be very. I've watched many clips.
I remember.
I love Bo Burnham. I think he's wonderfully creative. I'd love for him to make another movie. 8th Grade is phenomenal. That movie.
Really,
I want him back, whether it's in comedy, whether it's directing, whether it's acting. I adore him. I want him on my screen.
Totally.
There's someone else that I was thinking of that I'm just like, I want them to come back, and I know that being away is probably the best thing for them, and like they're happy, but like selfishly,
that is the thing.
I need more of them.
Kevin Spacey.
No, he's back.
He's in Israel. What a combo that is. Kevin Spacey in Israel. Just get Army Hammer. Can you imagine?
He's back.
I need to. I
produced by Israel, starring Kevin Spacey and Army Hammer,
directed by Uwe Boll.
I was going to say Roman Polanski.
Oh, Polanski, yeah, true.
Uwe Boll,
or Brett Ratner. They're kind of like
Woody Allen, joint effort, and funded by Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, that's it. And it's an attack on the woke agenda. That's exactly that's the title of the movie.
You know, the worst part is, 20 years ago, you say starring Kevin Spacey, directed by Roman Polanski, and produced by Harvey Weinstein. That's winning an Oscar.
It's won 10 Oscars.
Yeah, that's right. It definitely is. Yeah.
And now they just make it at Amazon.
Nasty bullshit. So... he's... Because I didn't rewatch this, but I'm assuming I know you did.
I watched it. Yeah.
Because I kind of wanted to come into it with my first perception still.
Sure.
It was like I said, it was about 6 months ago now that I watched it, but I still kind of have those first impressions.
Yeah.
And I'd be interested to know how I felt about it on a second viewing.
Would you do a double feature with Worst Person in the World, or would that?
Jesus Christ, that's an emotional.
Would the world run out of Kleenex?
Yeah,
for the crying, of course,
and also run us. Right?
That would be a brutal double feature for you, I reckon. That would be pretty.
Yeah, I think Worst Person in the World definitely the sadder and the more, like as we talked about, the more emotionally resonant film.
Yeah,
but there is, as you said, the scene where the two sisters come together and there's a bit of a revelation about what's happened to one character.
Yep.
That's really emotionally draining. I think the ending's quite sad, but beautiful, as I said before. I think there's some really heavy hitting moments in this.
And I think it's an interesting movie as well. I think it's quite narratively rich at the same time. I think the way it moves along. I didn't feel the runtime this time. I think the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, it's a little bit. But again, you just don't know what's happening. You don't know what's going to go.
It's 133 minutes.
And I didn't feel that as much this time around, but almost could have gone like another 5 or 10 minutes just for those extra little tidbits. Like, there's nothing I would actually take out of the film, to be honest, which is rare for me to be like, make movies longer. I should get a red hat that says make movies short again. That would be great. Yeah. What's that, mate? Movie short. Musa. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
But it's shit. What was I gonna say?
Sorry,
I got distracted by the hat. I was like, where can we get merch from? It was something I was reading in the plot synopsis. Oh, there's like really good stuff about like the resentment around like working with Netflix.
Oh, love this or just junkets. And so I love when movies take pot shots at junkets, because junkets are dumb. Junkets are so like, and this is me as someone who does them. I love the, but not gonna toot my own horn. I don't like asking questions that are like the gotcha, like, oh, why do you think this didn't work? Or like, tell me about your private life. Like, I'm just a movie lover who wants to ask movies. I'm curious about filmmaking. But I've been in those rooms when you hear someone ask a question like the guy does, but what does he do? Does he work for Rolling Stone? He works for a big outlet.
Yeah.
Right? At a Netflix junket and asks about the reception of Rachel Kemp's last film.
Yes.
And then she gives the PR answer of like, I'm really proud of that film, blah, blah, blah. And Gustav jumps in. And you got to think as well, the junket space has changed so much probably in the 15 years since he last made a movie. So he hasn't experienced this new way of how the junket's done.
Yeah, true.
And he jumps in down this dude's throat. He's like, she's one of the best actresses of this generation. You should be lucky that you're these. And I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah. I was like, I want more of this. So get those fucking losers out of there who are asking the dumbest questions. Oh, it shits me to tears. But like that scene was fantastic. And also that he was just like, when he's like, Netflix making it, so you're hoping to get in the theaters? And he goes, yeah, that's the whole point, right? And then the producer's like, we're working on it. We're working on it. And you just go, fuck you, man.
Yeah. The other scene that I was thinking of was the scene where Anders Danielsen Lee's character, who's Nora's having an affair with, tells her that he's left his wife.
Yes.
But he doesn't want to be with her because, he's like, you've got your own shit you clearly need to work on.
Yeah.
She gets really angry and defensive about it because understandably so. But that's like you can see like the recognition within her of like, oh shit, like, I am very much my father's daughter. Like displaying all these toxic traits that he had.
Self-sabotaging all the time, sort of,
that struggle with like, connection and obviously that's come from, the relationship she has with her dad, but also it's that realization of we're not so different.
Yep.
And that hits heavy. I think any of those films where it's like a character realizes that they, have those bad things in them too.
Yeah.
That's always like, oh, that's
some juicy stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's it. And it's hard not to get then self-reflective with those sorts of things as well. Like I think that's the power of these.
Yeah, that's true.
Very personal sort of films where you can sit there and go, and it takes a lot of self-awareness. Don't get me wrong, but like you can sit there and go like, "Fuck, that's me."
Yeah.
Fuck. I was like, oh, let's turn this movie off, I guess.
And there were moments in Worst Person that were like that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
When that sort of
watching how that will change over time.
Yeah. She's got like this seemingly good life going for her, and it's like, cool, everything's great. How can I fuck it up for myself?
Yeah, literally.
I've seen this before.
I've seen this movie play out, boy.
So I'll tell you where this goes next. Should we get into some? Well, before we go star ratings, favorite performance. Josh, do you have a favorite performance?
It's Stellan for me, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah.
I think it's the best he's been.
Yeah.
And he's always amazing.
Oh, he's got some great performances.
Yeah.
Like you look at recent, like you look at Dune, right? Like the super high sci-fi fantasy stuff. He's great in that. But then you go back to like Good Will Hunting.
Yeah,
he's so
love
good
him in
movie.
that.
Love
so
Good
good
Will
in
Hunting, man. That movie.
The scenes with him
That's
and
a
Matt
movie
Damon.
you could only make in the 90s, early 2000s. If that was made now, they're like, what do you mean? He's like a janitor who's good at math. I was like, dude, that movie is so good.
The worst part is if they made Good Will Hunting now, he'd be a janitor who's good at math, but he's also part of like a CIA conspiracy.
Do you know that was the original script?
Really?
Like, no bullshit. Yeah. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck wrote it and then he was like recruited by the CIA or the FBI or something.
Okay.
And then I believe it was Gus Van Sant and I believe Kevin Smith sort of, they were like, or maybe it was more Gus Van Sant, was just like, no, take it down the more natural, like make it about the friendships, about getting out of Boston, about But there was supposed to be. It's so funny you said that.
Yeah. But I could just see it now, like turning into like the accountant with Ben Affleck.
So fucking funny.
But yeah, I mean, like just
like
going through
apples?
going through his filmography, like you've got Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
I fucking love that remake.
Hilariously, the Fincher remake, which is incredible.
It's such a good movie.
Melancholia.
Yeah,
in which he and Alexander Skarsgård are both in the film, but not as father and son.
Not as father and son.
Which is really weird.
We've never done Lars on the podcast.
We haven't done a lot.
That we'll have to do some.
All his most cooked shit's in English, though, so... Like, we can't do Nymphomaniac on the podcast, sadly, so I just have to watch that one by myself.
What a shame. I was looking forward to the group watch of that.
Both parts.
And then we have Stellan's truly best film, Mamma Mia.
Hey, it's got a rabid fan base.
It certainly does.
It's a fun movie. It's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie.
I mean, I love just those three, like Pierce Brosnan, Colin Firth and Stellan Skarsgård.
Stellan Skarsgård, yeah.
Just like what a
They are
absolute
goofy.
pair it is.
They are goofy fun.
But I totally get it. He's phenomenal in everything.
Yeah.
And he's great in this.
Yeah.
Nick, who's your pick for favorite?
I'm gonna go with Inga Ipsdotter Lillias, but I do want to actually also just shout out. I do want to say Jesper Christensen, who plays Gustav's producer.
Yeah.
I do think one of the best scenes in the movie
scene,
is that conversation where they're talking about how
agree.
it could be their final film. I think they're both incredible in that. But it's hard for me to not go past Inga, who just so much nuance to her complexity. It's just incredible. She says so much without saying a lot. She's like a passive, you would assume she's like the passive character in the film, but she's almost like she is the glue holding everyone together. And she never wears it on her face. She never wears it in her body language. Like, I feel like the American version of this film is like she has the breakdown, like, and she goes to everyone going like, you didn't care about me and this and this and that. Like, she never has that moment.
No.
But the moment she gets is when her and Renata are talking, and Renata's like, I don't know how you didn't end up fucked up like me. And she's like, well, the difference between me growing up and you growing up is that I had you.
Yes.
And then it's just cue the fucking tears, right? I just think that that's her, the Hollywood breakdown, that's her moment. I think she's incredible in the film.
I totally agree. I love that she never gets to have these big emotional swings like what Gustav does and like what Nora does.
Yeah.
You know, they get to have the yelling and the crying and the screaming and all that. And she has to be, as you said, the glue. Like, she has to be the one who stays stony-faced and calm and plays the sort of, you know, the mediator between her sister and her dad and hold it together for a family. But there is something in like that reservation.
Yeah.
That is super, super powerful.
It's very good.
Jesper Christensen. I love when a film has like a 5-10 minute performance that will just come and knock the whole thing over.
That's him, man. That scene is just fantastic.
Like, and you'll sit down after the film and you go, God damn, like, why were they not in it more? But they were so good for that little bit that they were in it.
The way Joachim shoots that, it's just like one downlight in the kitchen, and there is a darkness that surrounds. Like, it feels like the walls are caving in on these guys. And then the fact that they're talking about this will be our last movie potentially together is just, there is such a sadness about it. And I feel like you want to find the levity in that, be like, let's go out on a bang. But they're just kind of like, no, we're old. This is sad. This is, it comes for us all.
I'm trying to think of another film that has a performance like that, where a character's only in it for a very short period of time.
I'm sure there's a couple. Hey,
they just absolutely.
If you've made it this far into actually let us know in the comments. I don't like vamping to the camera too much, but I think that would be an interesting list to compile. Of like who just
cameo appearances.
Yeah, and not even like in the sense like my mind went to Tobey Maguire in Babylon. Like, I don't want like the showy thing. I want like that Jesper Christensen. That sort of like, it's impactful to the movie. It makes the characters rethink something in a completely different way, which I guess does happen in Babylon. But they just show that like what they already knew. Hollywood's full of rapists and pedophiles. Like. And people who watch crocodiles fuck, something like that.
Nothing's changed in 100 years.
No, absolutely not. So like
Jesse Plemons in Civil War,
fantastic, great, fucking brilliant. Yeah.
And also Isabella Rossellini in Conclave.
Oh yes, I need to watch that movie again. Yeah. That's right.
Those are two. Like, just scrolling through my list.
This is a random tangent on Conclave. It's so funny. One of my friends watched it on a plane and he fell asleep. And he woke up to the reveal, like the end reveal. And he was like, am I watching the same fucking movie right now? He's like, I thought this was about choosing the next pope. And then it's a guy going like, I'm a hermaphrodite. And he was like, is this the same fucking movie, dude?
Oh, fuck.
Conclave, man.
Great film.
What a wild story. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, he's so hard to pick a favorite performance in this.
It is.
And still wasn't nominated for Best Casting.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's crazy.
I could easily go with Stellan. I could easily go with Inga. And I think just purely to almost say something different, I think Renata.
Yeah.
Has she done a bad performance?
No.
when you think about the fact that Backrooms might be her worst, and she still was actually pretty good at it, like that's that's saying something.
It wasn't that her performance was bad by any means. I just don't think she had as much to do.
No, that's a good point. That's a great point. She plays fucking terrifying in the Backrooms as well. Have you watched Presumed Innocent?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Really liked her in that. Really liked it. Have you watched that? The Jake Gyllenhaal.
No.
It's good though.
It's very.
But she's
good.
also in Armand. She's in Handling the Undead. A Different Man.
I don't think I've seen her.
Oh yeah,
she's
Different Man.
brilliant in A Different Man.
Yeah,
What a,
And then
dude,
she's
Sebastian Stan's got a
we've got
huge
Fjord.
dude. Fucking hell, man! Like he has got a massive. When he walked out, I was like, "Whoa!"
He's got that Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I was like, "Did Bucky get a fucking dick transplant too?" Jesus,
Bucky more like Biggie.
Yeah.
He's got that Willem Dafoe. And then Fjord.
And
Yeah.
which I'm
Yeah.
excited to see. Actually, we've got a that's out
Need
this
to book
month
that
in the
end of the month.
Yeah.
Which did that win Palme d'Or?
It
Yeah,
did.
it did.
It won the Palme d'Or.
Seemed a
It was
12-minute
going up
standing
against
ovation.
Minotaur, I think.
Which is for Cannes standard, that's basically nothing.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, she's sensational.
Yeah.
And I just love that. Like, you look at her filmography, it's like 2011, 2012, 2 in 2015, 2016, 2017, 18, and then it's just like since Worst Person,
Yeah.
she's done as many films since Worst Person as she had done before it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
in the space
she's
of 10
brilliant.
years.
She's truly fantastic.
You know,
She's-
so that really put her on the map
For sure.
internationally,
Yep.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
deservedly so, because I would say that she is comfortably in the conversation for Best Actress working today.
yeah. I think that's a fair
love,
conversation.
I love that we're
Yeah.
starting to see her get some more
Hollywood,
mainstream, more
right,
Hollywood
yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
And I think while this isn't
What does
up there
she
with Worst Person in terms of performance, I think she's great here.
I agree. I think she is truly brilliant in the film, but it's just so hard to be. But everyone's got their apex mountain, right?
Yeah.
Her first movie was also 31st August,
Mm.
which is crazy, I think. That's fun.
Mhm.
What else has she got coming out? A movie called Somewhere Out There. Haven't heard of it. That's her next movie. Wow. Yeah. Incredible.
I did see a really interesting thing with her when she was talking about sort of getting ready for one of the award shows, and like she's like, "Oh, I need to do everything perfectly because I might never get back here again." And then just her career is blown up from there. Oscar nominations,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
BAFTAs
yeah.
and Golden Globes, and just phenomenal and so deserving. And so I don't know. There's just something about like a lot of these European actors and filmmakers. Some of them can be a bit poncy. Like that very stereotypical European filmmaker. But I feel like there is a humility to them as well that I love.
Yeah.
There's not that sort of Timothée Chalamet arrogance of I'm the GOAT and I'm, which I don't mind it. Like we get it in sport, we get that cockiness. You don't see it as much in acting. But I love the sort of, Anders Danielson Lee is just, I'm a doctor. Like, I'm just going to culture first,
Just
actor
give
second.
10 out of 10 performances every time. Somewhere Out There is Alexander Payne's next movie.
Nice.
That was a range of emotion in
It
about
was.
3 seconds.
That was, and it was just excitement to excitement to excitement.
It
to
was,
excitement.
different
but then,
levels, yeah.
I briefly thought of the because then that straight away took me to Paul Giamatti.
Oh,
And then the new Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, the new the debut.
Yeah,
debut.
that looks.
The debut. Not to be confused with Sean Levy's next film, which is also called Somewhere Out There, a sci-fi adventure for Netflix.
Okay.
I often get Alexander Payne and Sean Levy.
right.
One made The Holdovers, and one made The Adam Project.
Star ratings. Josh?
I'm sticking with 4.
So it's 4 first time
stars.
for this time?
Yeah. I did think it would go up, but I think I don't know. I just almost as I finish it, I just thinking of Worst Person in the world a bit for me.
Totally.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. But, look, all the discord out there about how amazing filmmaking it is, I see all that.
Yeah.
As we said earlier on, it just didn't resonate with me as much. Yeah. But amazing filmmaking deserves all the accolades.
Yeah.
But 4 for me.
Do you know where it would have landed roughly in maybe your top films of last year?
Top foreign or top films?
Top films.
Top films.
Would it have been top 10?
I don't think so.
Top 20?
Top 20, yeah.
Nick, star rating?
4 as well. That was a 4 the first time as well. It's a stronger 4. I just couldn't get it to a 4.5. And I think it's just I just had the same issues. And even though I was trying to find ways to maybe patch that little gap that I couldn't find, it just wasn't strong enough for me. But performances are fantastic. I think outside, and we didn't really talk about this, the shot that he does where it's the light going around the faces and everyone's sort of blending. I kind of like that there was a bit more experimental stuff within Worst Person in the World. I think he experiments a little bit more with the filmmaking. This is a bit more straightforward. This is a bit more, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It looks incredible and it feels incredible. So I think he took more creative risks with Worst Person in the World and probably even the films before that. Whereas this, probably the story needs to be told in a bit more of a simpler way that he did. But it just didn't astound me as much. But it's still a 4. Fuck me. That's like a 4 out of 5. It's still very strong.
Yeah.
It was, I do a top 20 every year, and this was an honorable mention, so it probably fell top 30, top 25.
Yeah.
Maybe. Kieran.
I am going to go 4.5.
Very good.
But again, I haven't rewatched it like you guys have. I don't know whether it would stay there, but really enjoyed it. I think I gave Worst Person a 4.5 on the first watch. That's going to be a 5 when I rewatch it.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. I think while it didn't sort of hit me as much on an emotional level like we talked about, I still think the filmmaking is phenomenal. Performances are great. The script is just, word perfect. Like I wouldn't change a single thing about it. Yeah. And like I said, the ending I think really brings it all together really nicely. With the Oscar nominees, obviously, as we mentioned at the start of the show, it was nominated for quite a few Oscars. Yeah. I'm just going to go through the categories here. Nominated for Best Picture, should it have won?
Not for me.
Should it have won Best Picture? Nominated for Best Directing.
But as you said before, like that kind of gimme after Worst Person, I'm all down for that in this case.
Happy with the nomination, but shouldn't.
For sure.
Yeah, nominations.
Best Directing, should it have won? It was nominated.
Kubrick won.
PTA won.
Oh, PTA did win. Sorry, Kubrick won Screenplay.
Sorry, I was just thinking foreign films then. No.
Best Actress in a Leading Role. It went to Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Should it have won?
I have rewatched Hamnet.
Yeah, okay.
Jessie Buckley's fucking good. Yeah. Like, she's the best part of that movie.
She absolutely...
Who else was nominated?
Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Oh, yeah.
Kate Hudson for Song Song Blue.
She's good.
Renata for Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone for Begonia.
That is a
strong,
isn't it?
strong. Yeah, no, because I think Jessie and Rose are better than Renata.
I would probably have Renata and Rose as my top 2.
Yep.
Rose Byrne was.
I think Rose Byrne should. I think Rose Byrne should have won. That movie is talk about. I bought that as well on the JB, and I was like, I don't know when I'm going to go back and watch that. Holy shit!
That was the funnious part. As I bought it, and I went, I don't know if I ever want to watch this
again. And then I don't know. I don't know if I want to show it to Rhiannon. I don't know if I want to I'm like, come watch this postpartum depression. Well, not even postpartum depression. It's just watch this movie about fucking how hard being my mother is.
That's the funniest part is that like you guys want kids, whereas like me and my wife don't want kids. So it was like this just really reinforces why I don't.
You guys just signed yourself up some babysitting duties, baby. Let's go.
It's
Nikki needs a night out.
It's an opportunity to get your future children into AFL over NRL, so I'll take it.
We're taking you to Uncle Kieran's house. He's going to show you Irreversible, the piano teacher.
And this is Lars von Trier. Have you heard of Dogma?
I feel like that'll be me.
That's literally
Roy Anderson.
I was like, how have you got... What's your experience been with showing your nieces and nephews?
No, I haven't got to that.
Not to that bit, yeah, okay.
Time will come.
I took my niece to Minions and Monsters the other day.
That was
adorable.
Wholesome.
It was so wholesome. It was so sweet. Nah, this is what happens when you're over leaks.
Yeah. Kidfluencer Nick Labaro.
Literally though. No, my heart has softened over the years.
Fuck off, Miss Rachel. It's Mr. Nick.
Can we recite the entire filmography of Gaspar?
Yeah, that's right.
It's pronounced no way. It's French.
Oh, that's too funny.
Best Actress in a Supporting Role. It had 2 nominations: Elle Fanning and Inga Ubstotter-Lilias, who went up against Wunmi Masaku for Sinners, Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another, and the winner, Amy Madigan, for Weapons. Happy with the win, or would you have gone a different way?
I love the win for what it's going to do for the horror genre. Like, it's a political win, in my
She's-
opinion.
Yeah, but phenomenal in that movie.
She is so fucking good.
So-
that is another stat category, because I think Wunmi Masaku is fantastic in
Yeah,
Sinners. Like,
yeah,
she, I think,
yeah,
is the
yeah,
best.
yeah,
As
yeah.
much as I love Michael B. Jordan, I was like, she is great.
Yeah,
That's tough.
it is tough. Look, she probably should have won it.
Yeah.
Amy
Yeah,
Madigan?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I think so.
I mean, if you actually put it on paper and go, what is the best performance?
It was that. Yeah.
See,
I'd
I'd go
rewatch-
Inga for that.
I rewatched Weapons.
Oh, no, yeah, sorry. No, that's what I mean.
Oh, you said Inga.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Oh,
sorry,
no,
sorry.
I meant Amy. Yeah.
Oh.
Mine's, that's tough. That's really hard for me. I almost think
But
Wunmi Masaku as
Amy,
well.
You're the horror person at the table. Like,
Yeah.
That's very true.
We all like it to a
That's
different
true.
extent, but
Yeah.
you are the. I feel like you've been pushing for more recognition for horror.
And it's
I'm out
great
there
that
flying the flag.
It's great that it's having it, and I loved seeing her win that.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
I'm very much
yeah.
a lot more lenient on horror films,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I think Inga for me.
Yeah,
is
it is.
better
She
in
is
that
fucking
category.
great. Incredible. Yeah.
And then
I will concede. That's fine.
best actor in a supporting role, Stellan was nominated.
Yeah.
He was up against Delroy Lindo for Sinners,
Yep.
Jake Belordi in Frankenstein,
No.
Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another.
It's so fun.
Small beers.
So yeah, if you're small,
Yeah.
let's take a selfie. Yeah, so good.
Deserves the Oscar for that. And the actual winner who didn't bother to show up, Sean
Penn. I do think Sean Penn was the best performance out of those five. Like, just what he does with that character and his fucking Terminator walk after he gets his car flipped over.
I think I would have preferred to see Stone. Only because
He got the glow.
Sean Penn's, that's his third now.
Yeah, but shit, man, if you're good, it's a pity he's just
Yeah,
like a
no, I know.
lunatic. But like,
But-
I'm not unhappy with Sean Penn, but I think I probably would have preferred Stellan.
yeah, okay.
And I also would have loved Benicio just because.
Such a good.
So
Talking
good.
about someone who has small screen time and such a big impact on that movie.
Yeah.
man. Like he's probably in that movie for 10 minutes, and it's a 2
Yeah.
hour, 40-minute movie.
Yeah.
and he just kills it.
He really does.
to side by slightly, just going back to Best Actress,
Yeah.
blows my mind that Teyana Taylor was nominated and over Chase Infinity.
I agree. I agree.
I don't think Teyana Taylor was that good. I thought Chase Infinity was the much stronger performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think Chase Infinity does some fucking incredible work in that movie. I get the Tiana Taylor performance as a nomination. I totally get it. But yeah, I think Chase was the one there. We're going to see a lot of it. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of both of them actually. To be fair, next year.
true.
I mean, between like Chase Infinity and his Indie,
Indy Never Ready.
good. We're eating well with young,
Yes.
Yeah, who are
just-
just giving like full out 110% performances, right?
straight out of the gate as well.
Straight.
Yeah.
And then the only other one it was nominated for is Best Original Screenplay. So winner was Sinners.
Yep.
It was also up against Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, and Marty Supreme. God, those are some good scripts.
Yeah, I actually
Blue
think
Moon.
That I was about to say.
Blue Moon's
Moon
really,
script, oh my
really
God.
well written. Like, and
Yeah.
that's probably that and Ethan Hawke are probably the two best parts of that film for sure.
Andrew Scott in that film as well, though.
He is actually, that was a good point. Everybody was in that. Yeah, it's hard for me to go past Sinners because I fucking loved that movie. And when I rewatched it, I was watching it with Rhiannon because I was like, I do remember for that first half of Sinners when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I don't know how people are going. I was loving it, but I don't know how people are going to find it because the vampires don't rock up until like well and truly over halfway through the film. But it's so well written that first half that it keeps you engaged for like a full hour before shit kicks off.
Yeah.
And there's so many little nuances and then little like offshoots in that script. It's hard to go past Sinners.
So you'd have gone Sinners.
I would have gone
Yeah, I
Sinners
think
still
so.
for original screenplay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think actually Marty Supreme for me.
Yeah,
For
okay.
screen-
I need to
that was
rewatch
my
it.
favorite movie of the year.
I think it was mine
Yeah.
as well.
I like Sentimental Value more than I liked Marty Supreme.
Interesting.
But
As a film or as a script or both?
Both. Both. I think I found out which Safdie brother I like the most after watching both their films.
Interesting, especially because the reception I feel like was way more
Yeah.
positive for
Marty
Marty
Supreme.
than Smashing Machine.
It was.
I know I didn't love either film, but I think I found out which Safdie brother I'm more. Because I love Uncut Gems. I love Good Time.
Yeah.
And I would have then immediately assumed, like, fuck yeah, Marty Supreme. But there was just something that didn't click with me. I need to watch it again.
Is it because
Where did you see that?
Screener. That could be part of the issue as well.
Honestly.
Marty Supreme?
Yeah, because
I wasn't going to say no. It was like 2 weeks
No, I
before
know.
our screening.
But
And I was
saw
like, I'm
that-
going to fucking watch
I
it
saw
tonight.
that twice in cinemas.
Yeah, okay.
Once in London
Oh,
the
that's right.
Sound system was so loud,
Yeah.
almost bordering too loud. But for me, it just brought me into that movie.
That's
so
part of the
much.
experience, though, with a
The second time I went to, actually, we were talking about it recently, Regal Twin at
Graceful.
Graceful.
Yeah.
And they ended up, because when we booked, it was in a small screen, but we got
they
there and they put
moved
it
it.
into the big one.
Right.
And
So
I don't know if you've
shifted
been
your
there,
seats.
but
No.
it's a really weird, long cinema that's not even tiered. And the
Oh, so
sound
everyone's
was,
looking up. Yeah, right.
The sound was terrible. And it took me like completely out of it.
I feel like I saw
So
it
to watch a screener, I can kind of
I do remember
understand
when they were playing it in Titan. I almost went and saw it. I almost went. I just couldn't find the fucking 3.5 hours. So I go there, watch it, and come home.
I
Like
think
that's what
sound was
sucked.
a huge part of that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I do wonder, and a few people I've spoken to about this that liked Good Time and liked Uncut Gems and didn't like Mighty Supreme, and seems to be a common theme of, even though Robert Pattinson's character in Good Time and Adam Sandler's character in Uncut Gems are reprehensible,
Yes.
there's still like a little rascal quality to him.
Totally.
Whereas they were like, I just fucking hated Marty.
Oh, and I get
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
he is such an unlikable character, but maybe that's why I struggled with it. And I know I'm going to rewatch it because I know there was like I saw bits of me in Mighty Supreme, like straight up. Like I think I'm a much more nicer and approachable person.
Yeah,
but I feel like the scene where he's like,
true.
you know, where Gwyneth Paltrow is like, and what are you going to do? Is it Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah.
I always get her and Kate.
What are you going to do if you fail?
Yeah, and he's like, the thought hasn't even crossed my mind.
Yeah,
that is
that's me.
fucking you.
It's straight up me.
It is true.
It's just
Hasn't even entered
It
my
hasn't even.
consciousness.
You just keep going. You just keep. What will I sacrifice
Yeah.
for movie?
Who will I
reviewing
sacrifice?
for podcasting greatness? Well, when I get into Hollywood, that becomes the who will you
yeah.
sacrifice question. Yes, absolutely.
And not like metaphorically, literally.
No,
It's
literally.
Hollywood.
I've seen the Alex Jones videos.
Yeah. Turn the frogs gay.
How good, by the way, just randomly speaking of Alex Jones, have you seen the Onion brought InfoWars?
Yes.
Dude. So InfoWars, Alex Jones is fucking, the frogs are gay. Whatever. The Onion bought it. And Tim Heidecker, the comedian from Tim and Eric, is now doing the show. They've turned the InfoWars into a pride flag, like it's the rainbow pride flag. And he just sits there like, this is what's happening. He's just, is a massive piss take.
That's so
it's
good.
very funny. It's
Yeah.
money well spent. Unfortunately, what has happened though is Alex Jones went independent and his viewership doubled since then.
Wow.
But we can take the win in knowing that the InfoWars logo is now the pride flag, which is very funny.
Little victories.
Little victories, that's right.
So that was Sentimental
Yes,
Value.
yeah.
That was our latest Oscars episode.
I thought that was a really great conversation. I think we really hit the nail on the head.
You can't tell that we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, no.
Straight back into it.
Sweet as boys.
Let's have a look, because I believe, I'll double check, but I believe our next Oscars episode, which will be in a few episodes' time,
yes.
will be The Salesman,
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
the
That's right.
Asghar Farhadi film.
yeah.
So we're going back in time
Going
a
back
little
in
bit.
time, like towards that 2016.
16, yeah.
Wow, 10
That's
years.
us.
10 years of Oscars.
Yeah, so we're going back a little bit, and then our next proper episode, we've been teasing it for a while, but it will be Josh's pick, which is Yee Yee.
I haven't seen
Haven't
it.
seen
There we go.
The Criterion arrived the other day.
Hey,
Oh, yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah, so the 3 hours of that will be great.
Yeah.
Nick's stoked.
Make
I'm
movies look
I'm
short again.
not usually like that either, but
No, it's very
this is
true. Roy
this
Anderson,
finishes
70
off
minutes.
my
Your New York Times.
it does.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
and I've
Okay,
seen
well, there we go.
all 100 of those.
Happy to
films
help.
Then.
Happy to help.
Thank you.
We're all doing our part.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so excited to watch that, especially because it is held in such
It
such
is.
high
And then it's
regard.
your pick after that.
And then
Yeah.
my pick. So inevitably something horny.
Hey, shit, man. It's been a little
Someone's
while.
gotta do it.
It's been a little while.
That's numbers.
The balls are starting to get blue. Come on, man.
Rookie numbers. We've got to pump those numbers up. And we've got to make sure it's in English. We kind of repeated the love situation.
Yeah. That is so funny. After that whole shenanigans, I have a mate who moved house and he was getting rid of, and maybe I've already said this on the show. I apologize if I have already. He was getting rid of his physical media collection. I said, firstly, that's a crime. But secondly, yeah, cool, I'll come over. And Love was there. 3D Blu-ray. I'm going to source out a 3D TV and
Someone's got to have one on
watch that
Marketplace.
cum shot in 3D, man. I cannot wait. Cannot wait.
Oh, no way.
Immersive pornography. Fuck, the future's
future is now,
The
yeah.
future's now.
Well,
On
boys,
that
it's been an absolute pleasure to be
Yeah.
back
As always.
talking shit with you guys about films. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you
Yes.
so much for listening. Links are in the description. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Letterboxd. You can check us out on all those wonderful places. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, download, illegally stream,
comment,
share with your mum, share with Nick's mum.
Yeah.
She'll
share back, I guess. She's a viral star now, so
big fan of Jackass.
She's a huge Jackass fan. I've got Evil Dead is the next thing I'm showing her.
Oh, what a lucky
Kills from
lady.
Evil Dead. Yeah, she raised me right.
But thank you so much for watching and listening, and we will see you next time for Yee Yee. See you then.
See ya.